All right, so this is gonna be the rear disc brake caliper adjustment, which is critical for proper brake function. What needs to happen is the cable to activate the emergency brake comes in through here and through this spring. And as you pull the cable or depress the emergency brake, this lever rocks forward. And it's critical that when the caliper is adjusted properly, when this lever is rocked forward and the e-brakes are tight, there's no more than about 1/8 of an inch gap here. If that is not done, or if it's not adjusted properly, you will have too much pedal travel while you're driving the vehicle around, and then the e-brake won't have any grip to it either. So what you need to do in order to adjust this is we're gonna take this spring out, and from here, spring removed, you can rock this forward, and you can see there's a sizable gap, 5/16 of an inch probably. That's unacceptable. It won't drive good, won't feel good, e-brake won't work either. So what we're gonna do is take a 17mm wrench, and we're gonna take this nut off of the e-brake lever. Once the nut is removed, we're gonna remove the lever, and behind the lever is 2 washers. There's a rubber washer and a Teflon washer. Keep the lever handy because we're gonna test with that. So we have too much of a gap. So what we're gonna do is now take a 9/16 wrench, and we're gonna run this bolt counterclockwise. And as we do it, you'll notice that it draws into the housing here. So you're gonna take just a little screwdriver, place it between the inner pad and the rotor, and you're gonna apply some pressure. And when you do that, it's gonna force the piston back in to the point which you can grab the bolt with the wrench again. And you'll get to a point which it gets firm. When it gets firm and you bypass that or go past it, that's when you're resetting the placement. And it doesn't take much. So what you wanna do is adjust it a little ways and then run that bolt back out. Put the lever on as far as you can and operate it. Getting close. So there, the lever's on. Rock it forward. You have about 1/8 of an inch gap. Goes back to free. Try it again. That's as far as I can pull that lever forward, is about 1/8 of an inch. Once you have the adjustment made correctly, you're gonna put your rubber washer onto the lever. You're gonna use the plastic washer as the thrust washer. It needs to go back on. And then your nut can be reinstalled. Snug it down with your 17mm wrench. Just good and snug. Still want that to rotate pretty freely. Don't over tighten it. Then you can go ahead and reinstall the spring. Once the spring's in place, then you can push your cable through, run it around, and hook it into the lever and stab the barbed end of the cable housing into the bracket. And this side is done. You would then go over and do the same procedure to the opposite caliper.